Okay, we're going to take a look at how to get quiz into Canvas. It starts off in this kind of text format, which is called QTI format, where the right answer is indicated with the asterisk at the start of the line over here on option B in this case. And this is the general feedback. Then this is the output we're expecting to get once we get it into Canvas. I've got a couple of tricks to help us do it. Well, first, here's the information about import. You can dig into that. There's lots of links on this page here about that format. It's something you could create by hand, but these days you've got an AI to make the format for you. I've got one that I've packaged up here. If you did do it by hand, this one will validate the format that you've created. So that's because I had something like that. But then I also did one, a little GPT here, which is called Questions Builder. They're both very similar, really. They have very similar knowledge and instructions. I did it this way because I thought that it would be good to have something to validate the quiz. But once I'd validated the ones that I'd done by hand, I didn't do any more by hand because I had this other one to make it with. We can have a look and see about the knowledge that we've used here. If we do edit GPT, you can see there's a big bit of instructions in here with telling it how to do it. And if we scroll down here, there's lots of instructions, but not too many, and a bit of knowledge here that I've taken in from other sources. So I've got a markdown file there and another one there. It shows, it's a text file, it shows the template. So you can see here the format. It's a relatively simple format. These are only 2 questions in this particular file. Okay, back here. If I have made this, I do have the option as well to share it. And I can say I'll share it with anyone with the link. I can copy the link. And then if I even open up a private window, I can paste it in there and we can see whether we can access it. And we can see that we can access it. So that's nice, even though I'm not logged in or anything like that. So it's not restricted just to our own workspace. Now, I have it in the sidebar here. From using it before, you can see I've got a bunch of conversations here where I've tried different quizzes to see if they're actually working okay. This one's come up as not compatible, so it's been useful for me to find that out. The only thing it's a slight nuisance here is that these don't go into folders, unfortunately, even though there are folders for normal chats. You can't put these GPT ones into a folder. You can't move it, is what I mean, into a folder. But if I went to a normal chat, I can move that into what's called a project, which is really a folder. So apart from that, it works nicely. Let's see how it's done though. Okay, let's move on to importing something. So we're going to import existing content. We have imported one. We're going to do the second one. So we go down in this drop down till we get the QTI zip file type. So there it is there. And we see it just come up down here. Add it to the import queue. I'll just do that. So now it's running. And if we look at quizzes, we should see the second quiz. That's it there. Linear Algebra Fundamentals. And we can preview that. Okay. Let's just check that that's what we were expecting, because we can go back. That's quiz 2. So that's right. That's what we were expecting. And we can proceed like that, importing the other one. So we'll go a bit more quickly then. Now we know this is working. We can go import, queued up here, choose file. add import queue. Off it goes. We can let that go, and we can import another one. Now you might be wondering what happens if I want to import a couple at a time. Well, we just did number 3, so let's try and do 4 and 5, and you can see it didn't let us do that. So we can see that again. If we try and do 5 and 6, it's not letting me. Even if I'm holding down keys like the shift key or control key, it's not letting me. So we're stuck with that one at a time, but that's okay. It's fairly quick, I think. You can see it's going through it fairly quickly here. And that thing about the question bank, you can see that it's making question banks as well. So it's just if you wanted to merge things, I suppose you might say, but we don't want to do that. So let me just check where I am. I've got number 4. Okay, so we've got 4 of them there. So we can see we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 of the classic quiz types. And then what we would be doing to put those into the modules path is we'd go to where we want to put it. I'm going to take this one off. We don't want that. And we're going to put in here by clicking quiz. And the one we want is this one. And for the next one, the one we want is this. Next one, the one we want is that. It's easy because I actually want them to go down there, but if you wanted them in a different part, of course, you would just drag and drop or move them with the move menu, which you have here to move to. But we actually are putting them at the end, so it's fine. Okay, and lastly, this one. So now we've put in those 4. We can also import a few more while we're at it. For number 8, I'll just show you the drag and drop. It's fine, but it's easy to miss the fact that it's actually hit or not hit. And if you don't hit the target zone, then the browser thinks you want to download it. So let's say I missed the target zone. If I was to put it up there, it's obviously outside the target zone. So then the browser thinks I want to do something, like bring it into the browser in general, not upload it to Canvas. So you would just ignore that. You get that kind of window coming up. So if we hit the target zone, then it'll pop up down beneath. Let me just show you where it's going to be. And if we drag something in and hit the target zone, like that, you can see the target zone light up in red boundary and drop it there. We can now see that it shows the name of the file that we've put in the target zone. So we're okay there. Click that and off we go. So now I've done a few more there. We can just add those to the modules path so we know where we are. So there's just a couple more there we want to do, and that'll do us for what we want, which is to complete that first level. So let's get those ones in. I have to import them first. Now, I'll be able to pick 9, but with 10, we'll have the same problem of getting this page before it's actually fully come in. So 10 isn't going to show. So we know that 9, we can see there, calculus fundamentals, mathematics calculus fundamentals, add item. This one is calculus fundamentals, but it's part 2. But if we look for that, it's not going to show because it was only importing when we came to this page. So we're going to click off on that. We're going to refresh the page. And now, if we come back here, click plus, go to quiz, there it is. So we're okay. And that's us. With that, collapse all. So we've got down to a certain point. We know we'll pick up at an intermediate level, but we've done all the ones that are called beginner level. And we can have a look at those, check they're okay, preview them like this. So we can see that's imported nicely. So that is quicker than going into Canvas quizzes. For example, if you click plus and make a quiz, let's look at the classic one to keep it similar. Then new question involves you in a lot of hopping between different boxes, whereas it's a lot quicker just to write a text file, quite simply, and you don't have to hop through all these different boxes. So that's what I would recommend if you want to do a batch of quiz questions. But we're here to help you, so get in touch if you'd like help with that, because this isn't just a video on YouTube. This is something in our university where we can help you with these things. So thanks for watching.